My doggies. Look at my bullies. Look at my bullies. Look at my bullies. Come on, Tifu. Go. Come on, my bulls. This one here made a mess again, so I had to take her outside. She's on her heat, so she's in her heat, so they can't really hold it when they're in their heat. That's another thing with these dogs, you know, they can't hold it when they're... Go, Spooky, go. They can't hold it when they're in heat, so you're gonna get some type of mess. That's but when I put her in here, she'll go. Look, she already went in here. And also when they're in heat is the reason they go so much, so frequently. Like you see little pellets on the ground, but the reason they go so often is because, you know, they swell up so much back there, which causes their, you know, I don't want to like get all graphic on YouTube, but they swell up, so the other hole kind of tightens up, which makes it harder for them to release. So hopefully that sounds good for YouTube, because you can't say a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube these days. So Sifu's knocking his out right there, and these girls, look, she just comes and lays down. I don't understand why they did that. Truffle, don't you gotta pee? Truffle, come on, Truffle. It's hot, dude. Today is like a heat advisory. Yesterday it was hot too, like super hot, like 95 degrees. I gotta clean up this thing, man. One thing about me, I hate when my dogs are dirty. I don't care if they make a little mess. Like, you'll never catch my dogs in a bunch of mess. Like, I can't stand people who, you know, they have dogs and their dogs, kennel dogs, and they have their dogs in mess all day and they just refuse to clean them because they only clean them a certain time of the day, and if it's not that time, they won't clean them up. And that stuff pisses me off, because me, you'll see my dogs are always clean. I always make sure if there's any little blemish on them. Yeah, I used to have white dogs. You know, I used to have a Pinky. I used to have this dog Pinky. Like, I would buy white dogs because, like, a lot of kennels, they won't even buy white dogs because they won't keep them clean. So I always do this too. Like, whenever they pee, I'll spray it down. You can keep it clean, you know. I like to have everything clean. Hold it down, wash it all down. But yeah, I like to have them super clean. Like, I'll even get a white dog, because my white dogs, they look like snow white. I keep them white. They don't look yellow. They don't look dingy. I make sure they stay super white. So this thing is not all the way together. I gotta move this up, and I have to tighten all the bolts. I just restructured everything and I haven't put it together yet, but I have to do that. So I have to tighten all the bolts and make sure everything's tightened up, really sturdy. But I wanted to go get new wing nuts, because these things are starting to rust. I don't know if you guys can see that. Everything's like rusting, this thing. And they rust very quickly, because they weren't rusty like a year ago. They weren't rusty. So, and then I'm gonna probably have to put the top on, because I do want to leave her outside a little bit longer. But at the same time, it's so hot. There's no way I'm leaving my dogs out in the heat. It's very cool inside, very cold, so I don't leave them outside for long. Even though they don't, my dogs, you see, they don't have breathing problems. As you can see, look, my dogs don't have breathing problems. They all breathe properly. They, like, it's 90 something degrees right now. Let's see. Oh, I left my phone upstairs. I was gonna tell you exact temperature, but it's like 90, 95 right now. And you can see they're breathing just fine. They don't have breathing issues. My dogs are perfectly fine when it comes to breathing. They're good. They might huff and puff a little bit if they're running around, but for the most part, they're good. Like, my dogs don't have breathing issues. But just because they don't have breathing issues doesn't mean that you leave them outside, because these are bullies. At the end of the day, just because they don't have breathing issues, they're bullies. So that's always something to be concerned about. Bullies typically, oh, I gotta get seafood. Oh, and that's another thing that I like to do too. Like, I don't close the bag completely. I just basically twist it like you would do like on a like one of those toilets. How the bags just twist like that. You see, I twist it, and then I just go and get the other stuff. I pick that up. That way it saves me bags. That's how I save bags. That was a hack right there, you guys. I just showed you a hack. And then you see I picked it up. It's inside there. And now I do this. Sorry, I only have one hand to record. And now everything's in here. And then I tie it up. And I go over here. I keep the, whoops, I dropped. I keep the trash bin on the side. I keep the trash bin on the side because of flies. I don't want the flies to be close to the dogs or close to the house. So I keep it on the side of the house. All right, looks like she already pooped. He pooped. He's smelling her. He knows she's in heat. Truffle and Spooky are just relaxing. So we're gonna go inside. It's 95 degrees out here, so I don't want to be outside. Come on. Whew, it is hot. Come on, Spooky, let's go. Look at my girl, Spooky, right here. This girl right here, bro. Wow, look at her. Incredible. Look at her. Incredible. See, it's nice and cold in here. It's 95 degrees outside, but it's cold in here. There you go. Everybody's going home. I put a little bit more water in there. Go home, Spooky. I mean, Sola. Sola, go home. Come on. There you go. I always tell them to go home. They know where their home is. I give her some more water. There you go. Yo, you guys, I used to, man, I used to be so, look, I used to buy them water. You see these 5-gallon jugs? I used to buy them water. But yeah, man, dogs, they don't care about that. Like, I try to give them the best of the best. Put some more water in there. Now I just give them water out of the tap. But man, I used to buy 5-gallon jugs just for them, because you know sometimes they have like these warnings about the water in the tap, the sink water, and all right, cool. So they're good. Actually, let me feed them now. I'm gonna feed them, and then I'll go back up. Actually, no, I'll come back in like an hour and feed them. I'll feed them in another hour. Actually, let me feed them now, man. I don't have to come back. All right, you guys, let's just eat right now. I'm trying to keep the video short though, because I know at the 10-minute mark. Okay, so check it out. Oh, easy feeding them. Look, one scoop. Bam. Another scoop. Bam. Another scoop. I'll put a little bit more for seafood. A little bit less for Spooky. And then I'll come over here. Give this girl one scoop. So it's almost at the 10 there you go, watch her. Bam. She be tearing that shit up. Okay. And then I'm gonna, what I normally do is I squeeze a little bit of omega-3s in there. Mix it up a little bit. This goes for seafood. And then I'll squeeze a little bit in here for Spooky. I know her bowl is not dirty. She just, you know. There you go. And then, of course, truffle. Truffle's a licker. She likes to lick people all the damn time. She always want to lick people. These dogs, they don't lick people, and she doesn't lick people, but Truffle is a licker. As you can see, they're eating good, and that's how I feed them every day. And you can see they're in great shape. I feed them 1 cup each in the morning, 1 cup in the afternoon, 2 cups a day, and they look phenomenal. It's all genetics, you guys. Look at those muscles. All right, I'm gonna keep this one short, and I'll talk to you guys next time.